Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Yeah. In the last episode, I believe we were in the trial already, right?
Yep, we're in the trial now.
Yeah. And we were going through Meekin's, his testimony, and let's just say someone really should have taken away that megaphone from him.
That intercom thing or whatever the fuck it was.
Honestly, how the hell did they let him in with that is beyond me, but okay. Well, anyway, after learning more about his testimony, we learned that he, in fact, did encounter someone people who he believed was Mr. Goodman. And, well, you know, they had an altercation. He pulled out a knife on him. And Meekins fought back. Unfortunately, Meekins got clapped, and he was on the floor.
Yep.
And then Goodman question mark left. However, we've also learned that Goodman's locker, or at least the locker, was actually open prior to the incident with Meekins, since the light was on. We also learned that it's possible that Meekins was actually looking for his ID, because apparently it seems that he lost it that day. So it's possible that the one Meekins encountered, it's possible that the Goodman he thought was actually a fake. But on an interesting note, we also learned that Marshall was also there, but he was in there prior to the event.
Yeah.
But then again, and so now I believe we're now focusing on his testimony now. But you know, he's kind of being a bit off with it. Like there's something that some of the things he's saying just doesn't seem to add up.
Yeah.
Or just
like this statement right here.
His statements are a bit
sketchy.
I don't know. I feel like he's trying to be trying to pull a fast one here. So, right now we're just going to continue his testimony and his
starting with this
examination, and maybe hopefully we can get him.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, you want me to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? Well, Phoenix, if so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. Oh, really? Really? Okay.
Objection!
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
Objection!
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Alright.
Actually, there is.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
No, 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 no.
I know exactly where we need to stop at. And we've been wanting to get to it for quite some time.
Yeah. The locker right there doesn't have the cloth thing sticking out of it. But all of a sudden, it has a cloth coming out of it.
Take that!
Bringing our attention
And
back to the security camera.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, wasn't that Marshall's locker?
Yeah, it's a mistake. I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. All the dots.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Oh, you saying you're mad? Could you sum up what you have to say in eight words or less? Bro, what?
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white claw sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
And there's Meekins right there, all clapped up.
The white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Damn! Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
Oh, do we now?
So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Actually, it does. Because, did you forget? They're opened by fingerprints. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
That is some bullshit right there.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that the only one who could have opened that locker is him.
All the dots.
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because bruh, you fucked up.
This guy isn't just plain dumb. He really doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the fingerprint thing.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker? Now prove it, boy. Come on, varmint.
Let's see,
What evidence do you have, varmint?
Take that!
A fingerprint sensor? He's got the... Oh, shit.
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this? Oh, he... We got him. He's sweating.
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? He's about to break down.
I only got one word for you, partner. No! Wait, so he did it? Damn!
Order! 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 Witness, explain
He ain't a
yourself!
cowboy, he an outlaw! If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard!
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. You better start talking, boy. Oi, please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure out the rest. Figure the rest out from here. We can. Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Okay, so...
Take that!
Officer Marshall was standing right here. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Objection!
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Objection!
May I point out, though, Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
Oh. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir.
Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
He started to Really? They had to do that one too? Anyway. He started to pull the knife on me, sir! He tried to fuck me up, sir!
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized that the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
Ooh. You got quite an imagination, partner. Oh, come on, bro. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Oh, he's not backing down.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective, boy. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me compl- Oh, come
Oh
on.
my
Leave
God.
this beard alone. Bro, what do you have against this beard, man?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall was dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. Yes, you do.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Ah, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? Is he helping us by saying that? Hey, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. Or rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet, he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well, let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker.
Take that!
Wait, no! Aw, damn it.
What the heck, bruh?
Oh my god, I messed up. Hold on. We'll try again.
Alright, partner, you really want to know the reason I had to open my locker?
I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
So I could stuff you in there. Oh my god! Hey, bro. I'm sure the world would be a better place with you sent off to the ball. Oh my god! He's threatening him! Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room.
No, I'm an unsolved case? Oh god. Alright, let's show it again. Come on.
Ah, but that's fucked up, bro. He straight up threatening to kill him, man.
I better have another crack at this. According to defense's argument. Okay.
I'm gonna stuff you in there. What the fuck? Oh,
What the
damn.
fuck?
Damn. You know why I opened my locker? So I could stuff you in there. Hey, yeah.
Oh my god.
This motherfucker. Man, this fucker's on his, bro.
Okay, okay, one time. 2 times. Okay, 3 times.
Oh, he stabbed him.
Oh wait, right there. Look at the blood.
Take that!
Right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
His shoulder's bloodied. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yet?
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner.
There we go. We finally got it.
Wait a minute. He's admitting it.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait, what? 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
All right. It seems the time has come. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I whooped his ass and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It was way too much blood for a small donation, such a small donation.
I mean, yeah, bro. How come all of that blood couldn't have been Meekins? Because I mean, you wiped some of it away.
Hold it!
When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner?
the SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. One more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why did he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why I...
Hold it!
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight? What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprints activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall.
Hold it!
You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. So I had to fuck him up. He got in the way. I had to show him who was boss.
Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Like, bro, does he pay him? Like, how the fuck does he have access to people's paychecks? Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way.
Whoops. Damn it.
But I had to whoop his ass. He jumped me, so I had to teach him a lesson. He ain't getting the hand-on meeting.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one? Bro, you're just carrying that shit with you?
I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out, and
Hold it!
so you did your research beforehand.
Those who got into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, dig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day,
Hold it!
but the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. What? Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. Bombardment got to it before I did.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor. What? What do you mean it's missing, you motherfucker? What the fuck is going on?
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Oh.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer, this is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with, you damn varmint.
The witness has unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Oh, he can't forget it. Why?
Hold it!
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Darkey was convicted for his crime. One thing I can't say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Darkey case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'd better take another look at the files. We have to press him on this. Hold on. Waiting for I need that statement he just gave to pop up. There we go. Objection! Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. Oh. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall?
Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you heard the name. 2 years ago,
Oh.
He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor? He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then deputy chief of police.
Oh, so that's him
all
down
right.
there. Okay.
Oh, so that's who he was. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Donkey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I completely remember that wasn't. My brother fought Darky and was killed. That was the first time Darky left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated.
Yeah,
The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Darky. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the record says. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Why is he...
At least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day.
The things that
The
happened.
things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office. This fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's got to be more than just that. So if no one was murdered on the day of the at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection!
But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Objection!
Which is why we examined the incident in the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries of the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. Well, except for one. Where's the evidence that's missing? Our sole murderer took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of one Mrs. Angel Starr is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Damn, Edgeworth got us on that one.
I rest my case. What the hell is going on?
It seems the trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. Disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant Emma?
Your Honor, wait.
Emma.
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor? Oh, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking is for a minute of your time. I mean, I guess technically currently he is? Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. Sir, please. Sorry, I had to do it. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Darkey killings.
Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. So that left only one thing, the other handprint.
You mean the traces of
You
blood
mean the
found
traces of blood found in Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured it out. But I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No. What?
Huh?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Oh my God, Emma. Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone could save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plan, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with it? With this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Oh, yes we do.
Yes, Your Honor. If I ever needed
No, we
to
don't.
concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? And I think, okay, we're gonna go ahead and save it right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a save right here. Alright, we'll call it an episode here. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we have to figure out what we're missing as far as that blood print goes.
Yeah.
And I believe next episode will be the penultimate episode.
Yeah, because, I mean, yeah, we're pretty far into this case, and yeah, we're pretty much near the end of it, so.
And then an episode after that will be the finale. So, until then, thank you guys so much for watching this, and we will see you next time.